Alright, so we're back. I want to attempt a 6 plate weighted dip today. And I know y'all might think, a 6 plate weighted dip? There's no way you're going to go for that. Well, I hit 250 like 3 weeks ago. Alright, I get it. A 20-pound jump is crazy. But guessing that I have reps, my raw PR would be around 260 right now because it's been 3 weeks. So I feel like if I was to add reps, like if I was to put on reps right now, because I have Goblin Gear reps, right? I had got some like not so long ago. If I do that, that should add like 10 pounds, 10 to 15 pounds to my max. So if I put the reps on and do it with the reps, I'm most definitely more than likely getting it with 270. Well, getting 270. And that's if I put the reps on correctly. So we're going to get this 270-pound weighted dip. I tried it weeks ago, failed it, but that's okay because we're going to go for it today. I'm neatly carved up right now. I'm literally in a perfect state to hit a PR. I'm carved up. I had like hella meals at school. Left school, had some more carbs. I'm ready. I'm pretty sure like currently right now, I at least got like 100 grams or more carbs in me right now. So, plus this banana I'm about to eat once I'm like getting close to the gym. I'm gonna eat one banana before I get close to the gym, and that's gonna be an extra source of carbs and energy before I actually hit the PR. Not as soon as I get to the gym though, cause like I'm not gonna eat something right when I'm inside the gym. But when I'm about close, like 10 minutes away, I'm eat the banana, and that's gonna be my last thing before I get to what I need to get to with the PR. I'm hydrated. I'm ready. So these are the goals for today's lift today. Today's lift is to get 270 on a weighted dip, right? 270 weighted dip. That's going to be the goal. If I don't hit that, this is going to be one of those lifts where I'm not going to like the lift, right? I'm going to be pissed that I didn't hit the PR, which is okay. And the second exercise, we're obviously going to flat bench. My goal is to at least get 275 for 4 reps. At least for 4. Because I hit it for 3, weeks ago. So I know for sure if I wanted to get 275 for 4, I could get 275 for 4. But it is all a matter of time if I have the reps on correctly or if I'm, what's it call it? Honestly, I think I could get it for more than 4 because raw, I benched 275 raw for 3 reps like 2-3 weeks ago, right? So my raw should be around still around 3 reps or like about 4 reps by now. So if I put on reps, I should at least get 4 reps still and just don't progress at all because I just, fatigue myself doing weighted dips or surprisingly get 5 reps, right? I've been surprising myself this week in terms of strength. Is if y'all haven't watched yesterday's video, our leg strength has finally kicked back in. We healed up and the strength that we gained, just go to the video. If y'all haven't watched it already, if y'all want to, y'all don't got to, but if y'all want to see what I'm talking about, just go to that video. I literally got so much stronger after the injury. I know for sure I'm going to be back and better because before the injury, I wasn't squatting that amount of weight for that much reps. It was like a rep or 2 shorter before. So, hey, we locked in. I think I said everything I need to say. It's time to get to the gym. Let's go, doing what we do best.
So this lift dangerously was as crazy as I honestly thought it would be in the intro. I had that feeling in my head. I just knew that this lift was going to be a lift that was going to be mad progression. It was going to be a lift that was going to be insane. And boy, I tell you, this lift was fucking insane. It was insane. Every single lift, not every, but literally most of our lifts, like I think 80%, maybe 90% of the exercises we did, we PR'd on them. and this is my first time using elbow wraps. My raw weighted dip is 260 for one. So I was like, okay, so if I put on elbow wraps, maybe it'll give me a 10-pound increase. And it did. I was able to get 270. So now my 270-pound weighted dip now is currently 270. Well, not, that didn't make sense. Now my new weighted dip max is 270. And before I was benching, I hit 290 raw like a month ago. So I know right now my raw bench will probably be exactly the exact same with the wraps on. So I'm able to bench 300 now. Honestly, I think I honestly would have got 305 if I really wanted to be honest. But for now on, for all our pressing movements, we're going to be using elbow wraps for all of our pressing movements to avoid any elbow injuries, anything of that nature, and so we can press more weight over time. The more I use elbow wraps, the more better that my raw bench or whatever movement I am doing will go up. So let's say, for example, one day I stop using elbow wraps, right? My raw will obviously be lower than what I would use if I was using elbow wraps, but my raw will overall be stronger than what my raw was before. And it's like your body adapting to like a heavy weight even with wraps. So if you was to take the wraps off, you would still be close to benching or squatting, whatever you may be using to, knee sleeves, whatever that may be, to lifting the same weight that you was lifting with the elbow wraps. So if I would take them off one day, I'll definitely still be able to, bench heavy weight. It won't be a significant difference in strength. If you have a significant difference in strength with or without elbow wraps, that's a sign that you're cheating. Like, in my opinion, elbow wraps gets to the point where it's cheating if it's like a 20-pound increase and above. If your max is like, raw, if you're benching 20 pounds above your raw bench, then honestly, in my opinion, that's cheating. 10 pounds, 10 to 15 pounds. 15 is like, that's there. Like, that's kind of crazy, but 10 pounds, like, that's normal, right? So I feel like if you're able to do that, that's cheating. But, I won't really say that's necessarily a problem, because elbow wraps is just, I recommend everybody getting them. I never even had elbow wraps before. Like, y'all already know, I used to do everything raw. This is the first day of me ever using elbow wraps for my pressing movements. This is the only thing I'm ever going to use. I don't want to use knee sleeves or a belt or anything of that nature. I just feel like that's going to be unnecessary. But for like pressing movements like bench, weighted dips, sometimes a chest press, I'll be using elbow wraps. Incline bench, elbow wraps. Incline dumbbell bench, elbow wraps, right? It's the best accessory to hit a PR with. So if anybody doesn't have elbow wraps, I recommend getting them. And sometimes rotate through raw bench, sometimes rotate to like your, elbow wrap bench. So rotate in between. Don't just do elbow wraps every day for years. You could do that and it won't even be an issue, but sometimes you do want to see how much you could do raw if you wasn't, to use elbow wraps for a day, right? Anyways, this session was crazy. The pump was crazy. We really got stronger on all our lifts. These are like the type of lifts right here that just makes me just like, gosh, I love what I do. Oh yeah, one thing I want to bring up, I haven't deadlifted in literally months. Like, it's been a long time since I've deadlifted. Last time I deadlifted, it was like it was like during the summer, and I got 455 up real quick, and I haven't deadlifted since the summer. So I know for sure I could get like a 500-pound deadlift in like a month or two, like if I was to actually train deadlifting again, which we will. We're not stop deadlifting no more. After deadlifting 455 with barely any progression, like barely, like not doing it since the summer, I know for sure I got 500 and above if I trained the movement in such a short amount of time. So the squats, we going up on that not next week. We going up on that in 2 more days. Well, 1 more day actually. What else? We're increasing our bench in 2 more weeks. We're increasing our weighted dips in 2 more weeks, and then we're going to increase our deadlift in like 3 to 2 weeks. I'm thinking 3, because if I do 3, I'm going to go for like 485 or like something around there. or 450. I don't know. No, I already did 450. So like around 385 or not 380, 485 or 480 around there. That's what I'm gonna go for deadlifts. But yeah, I mean that's enough being said. We did everything we had to. The pump was crazy. Tomorrow lift is gonna be even crazier because I know for sure I'm gonna progress on that too. Boy, we just keep getting stronger and stronger. It just keeps getting better from here.